Hello guys, welcome to Business and Investment World. Today we're going to talk about inflation. In this video, what is inflation? Why the prices grow? How the inflation behaves? Is it good or bad? Let's go for it. Oversimplified is the rate of increase in prices over a given period of time. But first, let's see why the prices increase. One scenario is when the government cut taxes and increased the liquidity. Having more money, people can buy more, increasing the demand and moving prices up. When the demand increases, a company needs to invest more money to produce more, which makes the product a bit more expensive in order to cover the demand. Looking a little bit closer, we can see how dynamic can be. When only one cost increases, there is the need to adjust the price to maintain the profitability of a product or a service. But in general, what inflation affects? The purchasing power through prices, like the cost of living, borrowing money, mortgages, and the cost of doing business, using more money for the same expenses than before. A currency has the power to purchase an amount of goods. When the value of the currency, because of the effects of the inflation, reduces its purchasing power, no longer can buy the same amount of products. That's what happens to a fixed income. Let's see how the inflation behaves. In this fabricated example, in most cases, prices grow with the pass of the time, and fortunately wages do. But a good way to see how the inflation affects the purchasing power, if changes or stay the same, is when we check if a product or service represents the same portion of a salary than some years ago or decades. But let's speed it up a little bit to see what happens. The wages cannot catch up, and it represents more than just a year ago. It's too fast. But how fast? This number that is expressed in percentage is what we call inflation rate. It can be an average when the time is long and we want to show how much it moved each year. When it's too fast, this is not healthy at all and receives the name of hyperinflation. The inflation rate can show us how a price or a group of them are moving through time. The inflation rate can also show us the average of all prices through time in the industry that we would like to know about. And if we group all these industries, we can also know with one general indicator how prices are behaving in a city, country, region, or even in the entire world. It's not bad that the prices increase, but how fast they do. For that reason, the income or the investments should be ahead of it all the time. That's why the hyperinflation is so dangerous. It's very difficult to catch up with it. Therefore, there is already a kind of consensus or guidance on what a healthy inflation rate should look like, which is below 2%, giving stability and a good environment for doing business, motivating investors and the creation of new jobs. If we have invested $1,000 and we want to avoid the loss of value, we should have a return higher than the inflation rate. It's in here when the earnings start to arrive, and the value of the investment or money is preserved. Thanks for watching, I hope you like it. If you find it useful, share it with your friends and hit the like button. See you in the next one, and let's continue investing!